So it's nice to meet you. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So my first question is just introduce yourself. Who are you? Where are you from? What do you do?
So my name is Latessa, and I'm from Borman, Ohio. And many of you know me as a pop-up performer, and I show up everywhere, like randomly walking in places with my speaker and just start doing my thing, like really randomly. And yeah, that's pretty much what most people know me for.
Yeah. So my next question is, what is it that you do? So is there more detail to what
So
you do?
usually I walk into a place and it's uninvited and unplanned. I just walk into places, like it can be anywhere from a restaurant to a festival or fair. I'll just walk in and bring my speaker and I'll start dancing and singing without asking anybody. And I don't know if I'm gonna get kicked out or not, and it just like depends on like what I do. And most of the time I'm allowed to do it, and sometimes I get kicked out, but sometimes I don't. But
yeah. So when did you start performing? What was your first performance or a memorable performance?
So this all started last year, actually, at the Niles Mount Carmel Festival. I told my dad, I'm like, Dad, I have a good idea. He's like, what is it? I'm like, I'm going to walk into the festival. I'm going to start singing and dancing. He's like, well, how you going to do that? I'm like, well, I'm going to bring my speaker. And he's like, you can't do that. The cops will probably like kick you out or something. I'm like, well, if they do, then they do. So I walked in, and I had this crazy outfit on, and a masquerade mask and everything. And the song was actually Karma by JBL. So I walked in there, and I started doing my thing, and this whole group of people started circling around me.
Mm-hmm.
And it branched off from there. After I got done at that place, people started asking me to come to this place, and then that's how it pretty much like all started out.
Yeah, you said that was last year?
Yep, but I actually did a Hubbard one the year before that.
Oh, okay.
But that was my first big one.
Mm-hmm. Have you always had a love for like performing and music? When did you start doing that?
So when I was real little, I'd watch videos on YouTube of like Michael Jackson and stuff, and I'd like copy his dance moves and stuff, and he's my favorite singer, Michael Jackson. And I did school talent shows and stuff, like the school I went to, and I do like mini concerts for free, like at places like restaurants and stuff, and some parks like Columbine Brothers and Firestone Park. But I didn't start the pop-ups till last year, and so I always like love music and dancing and stuff, but that's always my interest.
What's been your favorite performance you've done so far?
Oh boy, my favorite. I'd have to say the Canfield Fair. Okay. That was crazy, the fair, because no one knew where I was going to be at in the fair, and I didn't I told people I was going to be there, but I didn't say like what time and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I had like about over 1,000 people waiting to see where I was going to be like performing at, and they're all messaging me being like, "Are you going to be like by the big Ferris wheel and stuff?" I'm like, "We'll see. I can't say nothing." But so the first night I did by the big Ferris wheel, and I posted on TikTok the videos, so they all had like an idea of like where I was going to be at. And the second day I had like over 500 people by the Ferris wheel, and that was probably like one of the biggest shows I did, I think.
Really?
And
yeah.
I'll be back there this year again.
Okay, yeah, I remember. I think I saw it last year. So my next question is just, why do you do what you do?
So pretty much, here's what I tell people. Like, it's not just about me. People think like it's all about me and stuff. It's not. I like to inspire others, like to not be afraid and like, go out there and do what you love and don't be afraid to do it. And like, I hope that I have that image of like showing, especially since I have like a younger fan base a lot. I like to be like, by me walking to these places, I'm like, don't have fear, and like that's why I like to show people like to not be afraid, and that's my main goal.
Yeah, definitely. Now, what would you say to people who think that your performances, they're just a bit or they're a joke?
So there's always going to be haters, like no matter who you are, like everyone has haters. Like I don't think there's one person that doesn't have a hater, but it doesn't bother me a bit, because like if you comment on my posts and say stuff, it's like you're still giving me views. So
true. It's
just funny to me like how some people like will like backlash you and stuff, and like they'll be commenting on every single one of your posts like, you did this, and it's like, you're obsessed with me. Come on.
Yeah. So what's your target audience? Where do you typically perform at?
I pretty much have like a whole range of people, but it's actually nice because I have an age group of people that like follow me, like a fan base, and I think it's real good. Like older people, young people, middle-aged people, and I think that's really cool that I have all ages that follow me.
Yeah.
Like one day I was actually in a store and this huge group of moms came up to me. I didn't know who they were. They're like, "Oh my gosh, are you Jacob Latessa?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they all started screaming in the store. I'm like, "Oh boy," and they're like, "We need to get a picture with you. We're like a big mom fan base here." I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome." But
Yeah. So I've seen that you've like performed at high schools or parties a lot.
Mhm.
How do you get those gigs? Would you say more you have a younger audience, you said?
yeah, there's a lot of a younger audience, but usually the parties, people book me through TikTok or email, and they'll say like they want a certain amount of songs that they want, and then there's a certain price range for those. But schools I always do for free because I don't want to charge the students. And the prep rally is the same thing. They'll contact me through social media and stuff.
Yeah, awesome. So I noticed about your billboard last year. It was like a big thing. Talk a bit about your billboard. I Do What They Don't is what you had on it.
So that was my mom's idea. She told me, "Jacob, how about if we get you a billboard?" I'm like, "Do you think I'm that big yet enough to have my own billboard?" She's like, "Yeah, you're Jacob Latessa. You can have a billboard." I'm like, "Okay, so what are you going to say on it?" She's like, "Well, you tell me what you want to say on it." I'm like, "What the heck am I going to say on the billboard?" And so I'm brainstorming ideas, and I'm like, "Wait, I got a good idea." I'm like, "How about if you put, I do what they don't," because I go in these places and no one else does that. And like I sing and dance at the same time, and no one else around this area does that.
Yeah, definitely.
And she's like, "That's a good idea." So we went with that, and that's actually how most people started contacting me for parties and stuff, was because of that billboard. So
yeah, I know. I think everybody here saw it. We all were mentioning it. So what type of songs do you perform? I know I noticed a lot of pop songs. What's your favorite song to perform?
So, my favorite. That'd be a hard decision, my favorite. But I do a big genre of pop music. I do a little bit of everything, but mostly pop music. And it's from all different artists and stuff. And my favorite song, I really don't know. I probably have to say Karma. Not just because it's pretty much because it's like a comedic thing more than a serious thing. So I do it just for like the laughs and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's probably my favorite.
Yeah, definitely. So you're really big in Youngstown, of course. What have you done for Youngstown, and what has Youngstown done for you, would you say?
I'd say they gave me a chance at doing what I do because a lot of people around here let me do what I do. So I thank them for that, and it's a great city and stuff. But I will say one thing about Youngstown. It's a little bit boring around this town, so you need to amp up your game and like have something fun to do around here for people, because there's like nothing to do around here. So that's one thing I would consider doing, is like making like some kind of a place or something where people can hang out at, and because it's like really boring around here.
Yeah, you've definitely.
But it's a great city. I love it.
Yeah, you've definitely brought attention to it. So my next question is, are you a songwriter at all? Do you have any original work? I know you do mainly covers, but is there anything else that you do?
So I'm actually writing 3 songs right now. One is like a sad song, and one is an energetic song, and one's like a party song. The only thing I have to do now is like put the music to all of them, and after I do that, I'm gonna release them probably, I'd say, middle of the summer this year, hopefully. Hopefully, I got my fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Could you spare a bit more details about them? What are the songs about?
The one is about actually my pop-ups, and it's actually, that's what the song is about, is like walking into somewhere and just like starting a party like wherever I go. And that's the first song, and then the second song I can't say yet. And the third song is like a song about like going to these parties and like bringing up the energy and stuff.
Do you have specific influences for your music? I know you said you like Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson is my favorite and always will be my favorite, because I don't think there's ever going to be like a male artist like him again. Like the stuff he did and stuff is like amazing. But my second favorite would have to be Lady Gaga. because she's like the male version of Michael Jackson, like everything she does, like the theatrics and the dances and stuff. So she's definitely an influence on me, and I say Kesha's my third. Not one of my favorite, but the only favorites I have is Michael Jackson, Gaga, but
That's fair.
Kesha's a good one.
Now, do you base your style all off of those artists? Because it's a bit eccentric to sound very sparkly.
So sometimes I make my own outfits, like I like put the sequins on them and stuff. But I would say they have a little bit of influence on my outfits, all three together.
Yeah. Now, my next question is that your mom comes with you to all your performances. She's your main videographer. What is her role in your music? And then what's it like to have her support?
So she's like my manager. She's like, acts like my manager. Like she books me into places and stuff, and she's very supportive, so I thank her for that. And she's just always like there for me, like always recording. She's the one that always records my videos when I'm at the pop-ups, and I can't thank her enough for like all the support and stuff that she's done.
Yeah. I guess my final question is just going to be, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you see this full time? What's next?
So I'm hoping to get noticed by like a music producer or something, like anyone that's like bigger out there. I know it's going to be hard to do in this area, but I mean, nothing's impossible, right? So like maybe on social media or something, and maybe I can branch off from there if I get noticed by someone. But pretty much right now I'm just like playing it out day by day and seeing where things go, and just trust in God.
Yeah. Where do you have any upcoming performances planned?
So I haven't announced it yet, but July 2nd I have another show at the Eastern Mall. Because this February show I had a couple of technical difficulties, so we're doing a redo on the show, and it'll be 6 to 8 o'clock, and if you come, you gotta bring a lot of energy, because it's gonna be a lot of energy there.
Okay.
I'll tell you that.
Now, is there anything I haven't asked you that you wish I would include?
I want to just say thank you for everything, to everyone for all the support, and just never give up on your dreams, because someone like me, coming from a base and nothing, like not like someone that's like a family member that's well known around here or nothing. I just started with a JBL speaker and like showing up at places. Just never give up, and anything is possible.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you
I really
so much.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you. Okay, we're all good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Did you guys like that?